Hey folks, time for a movie review here. We're talking about Gran Turismo, a movie that may leave you perplexed. Is it about racing or is it about video games? Well, I would say it's more about racing with racing seen through a video gamer's eyes. Now, this is not a grown up version of Fred Savage's Wizard, if you'll recall the 1981 movie that gravitated toward the arcade. Of course, the arcade has largely moved to bedrooms and living rooms as home video games have become more and more sophisticated since, well, 1989. That's not exactly a news flash. It's actually more of a relatable father-son tale for the most part. And what a great job of casting to get that done. Jimon Hansu, the father of the young man who appears to be a video game fanatic and nothing more, at least to dad. His mom, none other than Ginger Spice, Jerry Hollowell. Great in the role. I didn't know she was Ginger until I saw the cast and credits. Young Archie Madekwe handles the role of virtual turned legit auto racer Jan Mardenborough. In time, you'll see this isn't a game, but a young man who is a racer at heart who takes advantage of a home simulator. His PlayStation. Now, his father sees a young man throwing his life away with a hobby that seems to have no future. Orlando Bloom is Nissan marketing exec and dreamer Danny Moore. Now, he wants young people to fall in love with the car again. Using a legendary video game as a bridge to real racing is at the center of his effort. After seeing it, I can't imagine anybody else playing that role. Now, despite being a movie produced by Sony PlayStation, you're not buried in direct plugs. You know, there was like the Sony Lounge at Le Mans, and you saw the PlayStation controllers, Triangle X, all that stuff. But it really didn't bury you in that. The more game-centric aspect is showing racing through a video gamer's eyes. And when he's playing a video game, virtual car forms around him. When he's racing, you see, like in many video games, racing games, his place in the standings is above the car. Now, there's one man who makes this movie. Despite the fact I haven't seen 1 minute of Stranger Things, I am a huge fan of David Harbour, the actor and the person. I mean, the guy shows up. Springfield, Illinois, a couple says, we'd like you to perform the wedding dressed as the, sheriff or sheriff's deputy from Stranger Things. He said, if you get so many likes, I'll do it. He hopped on a plane. No convenient flight to Springfield from L.A. or wherever he was. He did it. What a guy. So, I'm used to seeing him play some kind of loner. A vengeful Santa Claus or Hellboy. This time he's a mentor and darn good at that role. I mean, his acting, he's got great timbre. He's got great bark, so he's great verbally. But this guy is just one of the best non-verbal actors. He gets so much done with facial expressions. I mean, this could be a silent movie, and David Harbour's face would carry the movie. That's just how awesome he is at that. So he goes out there. He has a darn good role. He has a chance to right the wrongs of his own career as a racer. While this movie could have given characters a little more depth here and there was plenty for Harbour, and while some critics have knocked the racing aspect of the movie, I think it does a fine job of showing that Mardenborough's experience behind a steering wheel at home was not wasted out on the track, that the angles needed to slingshot past cars were first learned on a screen. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is a great look at racing in a world where F1 is king, Europe. It's kind of a different atmosphere. And Le Mans is special beyond the madness of racing for an entire day. So, to me, David Harbour alone gets this movie across the goal line, but I will give it 3.5 stars. Slow-moving complaints I've seen, I don't buy it. If you want Days of Thunder on steroids, okay, fine. But that had a little character to it, and there's a little character to this story as well. So, if you like racing, if you like something with a Rocky element, check it out. That is my take on Gran Turismo. I won't talk about my own record with a video game. I had the racing module. I don't think I would have taken on Jan anytime. We'll see ya.